Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving.
Clearly.
Clearly. Siri, what are you drinking tonight?
I did remember to grab my water.
Good job. I am having Chardonnay.
Good.
No one is surprised.
No.
And we both have little fur friends joining us, I see.
Yes. Mine are a little bit more accessible than usual
Yeah,
today. Oh, good. Thanks, Panini.
she's just very excited.
No, she does that when I'm not paying attention to her.
Well, all right, that too.
Yes.
So Siri, how are you feeling today?
Well, I'm feeling mildly better than I was yesterday. So Saturday I felt like junk. Yesterday I felt like death. Today I feel less like death, but not great, but not bad enough to need to take work off tomorrow.
Well, that's encouraging.
Yeah.
Well, good. I like that your body picked a 3-day weekend to, be unavailable.
Yeah, of course, because why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't I be sick on a planned day off?
Yeah, that would just be too easy if you weren't.
Oh well.
It's fine.
Apparently there's like a crazy virus going around the US though, and people are like sick for weeks at a time and like they go to the doctor and like tests are all coming back negative and no one knows what it is.
Great.
Yep, so that's fun.
Love that for us.
I don't think this is that though. Like this just feels like a
A
cold.
cold. Well, you are surrounded by germy children all day, so
Yes.
yeah,
There are so many of them.
there are. Yeah, how many students do you have total?
I see about 100 students a day that
Yep,
are
that
mine.
great.
Hmm.
Great.
So could be worse. Do
Could be worse.
you like how Panini has successfully just like unmade the bed?
Yeah,
Yep.
she says I thought we were coming to bed to cuddle.
She's just very confused all around. Like, why are you sitting in here? This is weird. This is new.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
you moved your desk.
I've moved my desk. So my desk is now in my bedroom, which is, I think, a better layout for it. It feels like more cozy in here. Um, I was worried the bedroom would feel too cluttered, but like this is a pretty good sized room, and
Yeah.
the thing is, I don't need to keep all of my stuff in here. Like
Mhm.
if this was like my only room to keep anything in, then I'd be stressed out about it. But like, no, there's still like plenty of space and it doesn't feel cluttered. It feels like more cozy, if anything.
Yeah, good. Did you decide about where you're going to hang your artwork?
Um, well, I think I will do the three on the one wall since I realize I have so much more, so I can put other docs and stuff over there. Because
You.
I forgot about some of those prints that I had. So
Yeah.
that'll be nice.
Yeah, yesterday we found, well, I went out into my storage room looking for a box of series clothes that were still at my house from 4 years
Wait,
ago.
yes.
Um, and I found that box, but then also found a giant box full of home things from when we went through all of your stuff that was in my storage room this summer, and that was the
Yeah.
one box full of stuff that you had decided to keep. And we opened it and we were like, oh,
I was like, oh, like I could actually, wow, use all of this right now. Cool.
mhm.
But I
Yeah,
was like, I didn't want to take it that day because I could not handle life.
yeah. Well, now they're in my living room instead of in my storage room.
And I can retrieve them next time.
Yep, I will be forcibly loading your car next time you're here.
Yep. Yep. That's fine.
It's fine. No, it is because I'm pretty sure the dolly is here too, so we can use that to get it to your car. Then you can take the dolly to get it from your car
Well, I
to
have
your
a
apartment.
wagon.
Well, that's true. That one box is like pretty hefty though.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just stack it different.
All
It
right.
like fucks up the wagon wheels, but like that wagon is already fucked up from however many trips doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
They make those fold upable wagons, I think, a little bit better now than mine. Mine is one of the OGs.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely earned its scars.
Yes. Yeah, I was worried about some of the clothes just because just being in that room, like that room just isn't weatherproof,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine. I wasn't worried that they would be wet. Like I didn't think they would be wet or ruined. I was just worried about just like fabrics in that environment, just where it gets really hot, really cold, damp,
Yeah.
whatever. And I think there were only two pieces that I'll need to do some work to fix. There were a couple of weird stains, just like age stains. I've never seen anything
Yeah.
like that on clothes, but I mean, they were like the lacy, really delicate
Yeah.
material. So I'll do some research on how to fix that. And I just don't know how to store clothes properly like that. Because, okay, to be clear, these are not clothes that I can wear. I can't wear any of these things anymore. They're way too small, and I have no intention of ever being that small ever again. Like it's just not gonna happen because I'm never gonna be like 12 again.
Yeah.
Um, but they are things that I don't want to get rid of. So um there's that. Just gotta figure out how to properly store them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
To be clear, they were supposed to be shipped to me in 2020, and I just never got around to doing it.
yeah. Yep. Yep.
Whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine. I didn't really miss them. I mean, there were a couple of things in there that I was like, oh, good. Because I was like, oh, shoot, I don't know what happened to that. They're in that box.
Good. 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 Yeah.
Yes.
Today was President's Day, first of all, when we're recording this. So I didn't have work, you didn't have school. Um, but it was raining because we're having another storm. So couldn't really do anything. Just stayed home all day. I'm in a wearable blanket that Bailey got me for my birthday. I'm obsessed with it because I'm always cold and this is warm. So it works out. And it has pockets, which is also really convenient. So
It's cute. It's like perfect.
I've been in this all day, literally since the moment I woke up. I put this on and I only took it off to go to the bathroom because it is quite long. Um, and I've just been watching movies, and relaxing. I've been doing like a little bit of work on my phone, but like not anything to write home about. So it's been nice. My brain is very day off though, so that's fun.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely didn't do much of anything today. And that was wonderful. That's what I
Yeah,
wanted of
that's
today, I
what you
guess.
needed to
Yeah,
clarify.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, that is what I needed anyway. I've been just like getting so burned out at work. So I really needed a nothing day. My apartment's been such a disaster. I did clean on Saturday though, thank goodness.
Good.
So that was really nice. Just to have that reset. Because otherwise today would have been my like I need to do everything day. So I'm glad
Mhm.
I was able to do that on Saturday. Um, because I couldn't have done all of that today.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I was really excited for a day off from school to just be a vegetable.
Yeah.
I just
Being a
don't get to do
vegetable is
that
nice
anymore.
on occasion.
Yes.
Yeah. I did just enough of my cleaning yesterday to be able to do nothing today. And then tomorrow I'm just working from home. So I'll do like laundry and other stuff tomorrow. But I do have to complain a little bit because yesterday, so we've known that this storm was coming, right? We've known it's been in the forecast since the weather app has had these dates. It's shown storm.
Yes.
So yesterday morning, I placed my grocery pickup order with Target, not like a full grocery order, but just like enough to like get me through the couple of days of rain. Um, and it's supposed to be ready within 2 hours. Over 24 hours later, while it's actively monsooning outside, it was like, Allison, your order is ready. And I was like, well, no, I'm not ready now.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll have to get it tomorrow because they'll only hold like fresh items for so long. So that's annoying. But tomorrow it shows like a couple hours where it should be okay to leave. So I'll just have to be aware of that. But
That is crazy
oh,
though that it was like a full 24 hours later. Like I feel like
yeah.
that never happens.
No,
Like
it's
what
the
happened
first
there?
time. It's the first time I've ever had that happen. Like, and it
Yeah.
says when you place the order, pick up in 2 hours or less.
Yeah.
It's always less. Nope. So I don't know if like everyone was like, oh, I also need apples. I don't know. I don't know if the Target got overwhelmed. I don't
Like
know.
what happened there?
But something happened and I don't appreciate it
Bizarre.
very.
I mean, like whatever, you'll get your food, but that is weird.
Yeah. Luckily I, have enough to last. Like it wasn't urgent, but it's so
So
annoying.
yes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Um,
I just can't believe so I just feel like every month feels so long lately. Um, like we still have this week and then part of next week is still February. Like most of next week is still February.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Like we still have 2 weeks of February. That sucks.
What's wrong with February?
Because I get paid once a month.
Oh, all right. That's fair. Maybe
So
that's why they're going so slow.
that is why they're going so slow.
Yeah.
I was about to clarify
Yeah.
that is the reason because those last 2 weeks are always a what is the word?
A scarce time.
Sure. Yeah, they're yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Money does not grow on trees. And
unfortunately.
when you get paid at the beginning of a month, that money is gone fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, especially when, let me see, I can do the math on this. What is my take home? I don't remember. Let's see, it's something like this.
I'm waiting on 4 checks right now.
Ugh,
So that's fun.
what is, I'm trying to do the math on what percentage of my take home income goes towards my rent.
I'm
I
gonna
just
assume
like,
it's pretty high.
yeah, I just can't figure out how to do the math right now. Just give me a second. Because you cross multiply, they cross multiply rent times 100 equals that divided by the income. Is that right? I need to write it down. I like can't do a math equation without like actually looking at it. Like it just, my brain cannot compute. Okay. X over 100 equals this over this. Oh my God. Right. So it is.
Well, while Siri tries to math, I will fill some of this dead air because we all know I'm not gonna edit this out. Um, Lila's sitting in my lap. She's very happy to have a rain day today. She was quite content to just cuddle next to me on the couch all day. Um, I got a heated mattress pad in January when we had this like massive cold front, and I have recently started sleeping with it on a warmer setting, and that's delightful. Like, man, I thought I had it made with that thing set on a 4. No, 6 is where it's at.
Wait, how many settings does it have?
10?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. I started with it on 2 just to like see,
Mhm.
and then I moved it up to 4 during the cold front. And I left it there because it was nice and it hasn't really gotten warmer. Well, it did, but I wasn't in LA when that happened. And then
Yeah.
when I got back, it was fine. But then when it started getting colder again, like the last couple nights, the high's been like low 40s here. And my room, as we've discussed, is not as insulated as the rest of the house. So it does get colder in my room, um, and hotter in the summer. So I raised it up a little more because I was still getting cold at night. And I was like, there's no reason for this. I have a heated mattress pad. So anyway,
Good.
6
That's where it's at.
right
I
now,
do
anyway.
I do think too, like probably the floors in your room were never properly insulated, and that probably,
Yeah.
honestly, I never want to see the bottom of that house.
Ew, no.
Like I watched this YouTube video. There's this girl, I can't even remember her name, but I used to follow her all the time on TikTok. And now her content has completely changed. She used to make coffee drinks, and now her content is like renovating houses, but they're like insane renovations. Like right now, she's working on this house and she has to demo so much. Like the floors are rotted, and she had to have someone come and fix like underneath the house. I can't remember what it is, but like the beams literally under the house
Hmm.
were crooked. So she hired someone to come and do that. And so she has the crawl space under. Um, but anyway, just watching her like actively peel out like these rotted floorboards made me realize that that is probably what the underneath of the whole house, specifically my old bedroom, look like.
Right.
Yep, I had that thought and I was like, ew, nope, glad I don't own that house.
Well, we've had someone in that crawl space a couple times because like 2022, they had someone come because it's like every 10 years, 5 or 10 years, you have to like do the preventative treatment for termites.
Mm,
So they did that like in 2022. And then last year, about a year ago, there was a little issue in your room with some buggage, your old room. And so
yeah.
they had someone come out and treat that and they had to go under for that. But that's a small crawl space. Like it's not even a foot off the ground.
Mhm.
And I was like, ew,
And the scary thing is you don't know everything that they probably had to tell the people that do own the property.
no. All I know is it's fine now, supposedly. But yeah, my room, I think we've talked about it, used to be a garage.
Mhm. Really
And
common modification in these
yeah,
houses.
yeah. So I have a feeling the hardwood that's in my room is probably directly on top of the concrete
Mhm.
because my floor usually is pretty cold. That's why I always wear slippers or socks. And then there is like the step going out of my room, there's a step up into the rest of the house. So like my floors definitely are not insulated. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
it's fine. I
whatever.
mean, it's a big room because it used to be a 2-car garage.
Yep.
So that's fine. It has a tiny ass closet for such a big room, but it's fine.
It's
Fine.
fine. I did figure out the math. I just had to redo it a couple times and think because it didn't feel right, but it is. Um, so basically the percentage of my take home pay every month that I put towards rent is just under 60%. So yeah, about 60% of my income goes towards my rent right now.
That does sound about right,
Because
unfortunately.
the thing is, like, if I shared this place with someone, then that's reasonable. And I think that's kind of what a lot of these apartments are built designed for, is for
Yeah.
like dual income sort of things.
Hmm.
And then, like,
Yeah.
to be clear, I did not qualify for this unit by myself. Like, my sister co-signed.
You know, it's just for now.
But that's just LA though. Like, you just
Yeah.
can't afford rent on a single income. Because, like, do I always have the money to be able to pay that? Yes, but that's not a sustainable.
Yeah. It's not a good long-term situation.
But yeah, that's just the reality of Los Angeles. Like, could you imagine if I was like a single parent who actually had children, not just two dogs?
No, because then you'd have to have a two-bedroom.
No,
Well,
you no,
ideally you would
no,
have a two-bedroom.
nobody does.
I know.
There's a one bedroom smaller than mine that I think has like three people living in it right now. Maybe four. I don't actually know. But they're children.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a smaller one bedroom.
Great.
Yep.
Well, I got nothing for that.
Yep. LA. Although that's also just like housing in general, because all of
Yeah.
my apartments in Duluth were also kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, the most affordable one was the last one. But let me figure out that percentage. What percentage of my income was I paying on that one? Because my rent there was 900, which sounds like steal comparatively. But based on what my take home was there,
Yeah.
it would be, let me see,
I
not
guess
as
I
bad.
will. Oh,
It
all
was a,
right. Good. That was faster.
yes, because I have my pen and paper. No, that was like about 40%. So not as bad, but
Not as bad, yeah. I will say your apartment that you have now is a nice apartment and a nice complex, but it is insanely expensive for the location.
it's just, that's the cost. That's the cost of living.
Crazy.
Because the thing is, my oh my God, I cannot think of words today. My non-negotiables.
Mm,
My one of my non-negotiables included a washer and dryer in unit.
yeah.
That was a non-negotiable. So that right there,
Yeah.
I just was not willing to waver on.
Yeah. Fair.
So got that.
And pet friendly.
Well, yeah, that just I couldn't live somewhere that wasn't pet friendly.
No. But I'm just saying that usually those places are a little more expensive.
Yeah. And this building is very pet friendly, although it's like so pet friendly that like no one picks up their fucking dog shit. It pisses me off.
Great.
And now, like, half the time when I go outside with the dogs, Panini's finding someone else's fucking dog treats on the floor. I don't know what that shit is, and it pisses me off because then I have to go like pry some shit out of her mouth, and it makes me mad because people are not responsible dog owners.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like someone else's dog could get super sick depending on what this treat is that you just left on the floor. Also, like, how many dogs probably have gotten sick because of the dog shit everywhere.
That. Yeah.
It's
Great.
gross. It's gross.
Yeah. It is.
Also, like, the back of the building has like the little poop bag and like trash
Dispenser.
bin things.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. They make it so easy for you to pick up after that.
Yes. Uh, and they sent us a thing that like dogs can't just be like loose in the courtyard to go potty. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. No, there's still people that do that and they just like let their dog off leash in like the little people courtyards.
Right. Of course they do.
So, and I like my little patios right on one of the courtyards, and I'll just like leave the door open sometimes so my dogs can go in and out the little patio because it's nice. And they go psycho if someone comes walking in. And I kind of love it now because like then I think it discourages people from having their dogs in there for too long.
Yeah,
I'm like,
good.
yep.
Well, great.
Yes. Anyway, I have school tomorrow. I think I told one of my kids they're doing a quiz, so I'll have to get to work and then write the quiz, so that sucks.
Right.
Yep. The worst.
Yeah, I don't have school tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, that darn job.
Yeah, the work of it all.
Ugh.
Great. Um, I think rain days, even though today's not a rain day, like there wasn't gonna be work or school today anyway. But rain days are like the LA equivalent to snow days.
But we keep on getting messages that are like, nope, we're still going to have school, everybody. And it's like, really?
Why?
So dumb. What in the world is this?
Well, clearly we are really giving our all this week. This is probably the best episode ever. Um, there's like nothing happening in my brain right now.
I'm just like, I need to go to bed. Usually I'm in bed by now on a school night.
Yeah,
You texted me last night, like, are you awake? And I was 100% not.
I figured you weren't. I don't remember what I was going to tell you, but I was really excited about it at the time.
Great. This morning I was like, oh no, what happened?
I don't remember. I just remember at the time I was like, oh my gosh, I have to tell Siri this or like send you something. I don't know. I don't know. But
Fine.
anyway, yeah.
No,
I
no
watched
thoughts.
Oppenheimer today. Um, it was fine. It's very long. I felt all 3 hours of it.
I
It's not
think
a
I
bad
feel
movie.
okay not watching it.
Yeah. I would not have watched it if it wasn't a screener, but I'm
Yeah.
so close to making it through them all that I want to try to finish. Um, yeah, it was fine. It wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't something I ever would have chosen for myself. Um, yeah. And then the other day, I watched Poor Things, which
Ugh.
I hated. Like, that's probably my least favorite. Well, it is my least favorite screeners this year so far. Like, that's probably one of my least favorite movies of all time.
Have you watched Saltburn yet?
No, I don't think Saltburn was nominated for anything. It's not a screener.
Oh.
I know, I was shocked by that too.
Then why did we have there was like a screening of it the same night we went to see Barbie, didn't we? Wasn't there?
I don't know.
I thought
I
that was
don't,
the other film that was showing.
maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was DGA or something. Let me see.
So remember there were like the two
Yeah,
very
and there
different
was like
crowds.
the
I
poster
thought the
for
other
it.
one was Saltburn.
It might have been, but I'm pretty sure it's not a screener. Okay, I'm looking at the list right now. We have,
Saltburn Award nominations.
all right, these are our, wait, those are the DVD ones. Okay. American Fiction, Barbie, The Color Purple, Ferrari, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, The Holdovers, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, Nyad, Oppenheimer, Poor
Nope,
Things,
it
and
didn't get
Rustin.
any nominations at the Oscars.
Well, apparently not at SAG either because it's not on the list.
Yeah, it was nominated for some Golden Globes and People's Choice. Yeah.
Mm.
Critics'
Poor
Choice. What's
Things.
BAFTA? What's BAFTA?
That's the one that was either last night or the night before. I don't remember what it stands for.
I'm just trying to like rationalize why that would have had a screening there at the same night we were
Yeah,
at Barbie.
I have no idea. No idea.
Yeah, anyway, okay. Interesting. I don't even know what Saltburn is about, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I don't either, but I've been told I need to watch it. I just know I won't be watching it this week.
You got other things.
Yeah.
Other things to watch.
Anyway, Poor Things, I hated. Apparently, it's the same director that did The Favorite, and I loved The
Oh,
Favorite.
ew. Oh, okay.
I loved Olivia Colman in it. I was really happy when she won, and I really liked Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz in it. But this one I hated. Like there was no redeeming quality for it for me. And I was expecting to like it because I knew going into it, people told me it was gross, but I assumed they meant blood. And then I also knew that it was one of the inspirations for it was Young Frankenstein, which I freaking love Young Frankenstein. I grew up on that movie. And I can see how it kind of inspired or like they took a little bit of like the backstory for it, but it no. I'll never watch it again and I'll still have seen it too many times. Like no.
I also feel like we need to ask people, okay, what do you mean by gross? Like, what kind of gross are we talking here? Because I feel like when some people say gross, they mean something completely different than what
Yeah.
I am envisioning.
Yeah, well, I can confirm that that movie was gross, but not in a blood gross.
That's okay. There was because the first time I saw the movie Center Stage, which is a ballet movie, I watched it with a friend at a sleepover, and she was just like, there are only two gross parts in it. And so I was assuming like we're watching a like point ballet movie. Like I was assuming the gross parts she was talking about were like, oh, like bloody toes and like toenails falling off. No, she just meant there were like two sex scenes.
Yeah,
So
Poor Things.
I was just like waiting for the gross parts and they just never happened in Center Stage because
Yeah, great. Center Stage is 90% Emma Stone naked.
not Center Stage, Poor Things.
That's, yep. Poor Things is 90% Emma Stone naked, and the other 10% is William Dafoe trying to be smart, I guess. I don't know. It really had very little plot.
Oh.
I can see how she would get nominated for it because her character like would be the only one in my opinion that was even worthy of consideration. Just like
Yeah.
character wise, not
Yeah.
but nah, nah. That's a 0 out of 10 for me. Did not enjoy.
That's a nope.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yes.
But left to watch, I have Killers of the Flower Moon. I have The Color Purple, which I'm expecting to enjoy. I'm just putting it off because it's an adaptation of the musical The Color Purple, and I'm hesitant. And then I have Maestro and Rustin left. So that's only 4 left.
Oh, I'd like to see Maestro because I love Leonard Bernstein so
Yeah.
much.
Well, I think that one's on Netflix.
Yeah, I just don't watch anything when I'm at home.
Well, you also don't have a TV, right?
No, I do not.
Yeah. I think I've decided after I shower, I'm going to watch Lilo and Stitch in bed.
Cute.
Yeah.
That sounds like a delightful,
Doesn't it?
delightful plan. What was I going to ask you? Oh, okay. I don't think you're on TikTok as much as I am, but there's like a new trend right now. And it's like the Kurt from Glee version, but it's like Lyrics.
Oh, is it the Gypsy song?
Yes.
Yeah, I have seen that. Why did I do it? What did it get me?
Yeah. All that work and why did I do it? I've never seen Gypsy, but I know Allison really loves that musical.
Yeah,
There's just has never been a production going on anywhere that I have been ever in my life where I have been aware of theater as a thing.
it is grossly underperformed. I'll give it that.
Yes. So I don't really like I know, but I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I know enough, but not enough. But
The
anyway,
theater. Oh, go ahead.
oh no, go.
Oh, the theater I worked at the summer between high school and college, they have a really solid season coming up this year, and Gypsy is one of the shows. And
Mm,
it's in the summer, and so I'm like, do I travel to see Gypsy?
maybe. What else are we
Maybe.
gonna do?
I mean,
Dude, I'm
I'll
already like, we need to do a weekend in New York. Else, otherwise, I just need to do a
yeah.
weekend in New York so you can watch my dog so I can go see Great Gatsby.
If you go to New York, I'm going with you.
But
I
then
think
who's
this is
watching the dog?
implied. Jasenia.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Mocha hates her.
I think she's just accepted it as a term of endearment at this point.
Oh gosh. But no, that trend is like going on TikTok and like there's one that I saw one person who was just like, oh, these people who don't know like that this is Kurt's song from Glee. And like there's that's what they do with it because they're just like, oh, me, the friend who watched Glee so much to know every song, to know that this was Kurt singing, blah blah blah. And then another person was just like, oh, all these people who don't know this song is from Gypsy.
No, I've seen people being like, it's Kurt's song, and I'm like, it's Bernadette Peters' song. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take Ethel Merman too, but I'd take Bernadette Peters over Ethel Merman. Don't tell Ethel Merman.
Yeah, you're a Bernadette Peters kind of girl.
I am. She's been in my life as long as my mom.
Dude, did you see did you see Smash is finally
Yes,
like
the musical.
getting it's finally happening.
And they're like about to start previews or something like that.
Yeah. Just
Good.
also someone did I found a TikTok the other day where someone went through all of the new Broadway shows, like shows specifically come to Broadway in the next like literal month. It's so many. And like a lot of them look good. So like Notebook has already opened and My Emily's old next door neighbor is in it. Like they moved to New York so he could pursue like stage acting and he's in that show, which is awesome.
Good.
Yeah, and then my friend Pascal is in Gatsby, which I like would have wanted to go anyway,
Yeah,
but now I'm like, I have to go see it if he's an ensemble. And he's Tom understudy.
that's exciting.
I know. I'm like, that's so big. That's so cool. I don't talk to Pascal really at all anymore. He's like, he's doing his cool, bigger and better things in New York, as he should. Clearly slaying, just like the nicest family, nicest guy. Anyway, but like, I'm just so excited for him. I'd love to see him do well.
Yeah. Yeah. I have an acquaintance who's in the Rockettes right now. And I keep
Yes.
being like, if I were to find myself in New York,
Go see the
hmm,
Rockettes.
just maybe.
Ugh, it's too much.
Well, sorry to our listeners that the last 10 minutes were much more energetic than the first 20. But that's what happens when it's a rain day.
Yeah, I can't find. I didn't talk to anyone all day. Okay,
Yeah, neither did I.
like this was the first time I've spoken out loud. So
I talked to Lila, but that's about it.
yeah.
Well, that'll bring us to the end of this episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving.
Clearly.
Clearly.